There's a battle blazing in my brain. Millions of me fighting for my name. There's a few I'm cheering on to make the claim. The rest of them are driving me insane. And all I want, all I need, and all I know is I'm sitting still, but I'm gaining speed. Somewhere there between my ears, there sits an angry jury of my peers. My lawyer failed the bar and passed the beers. Didn't get a life, just 99 years. And all I want, all I need, and all I know is I'm sitting still, but I'm gaining speed. Pop popcorn, watch the moon. I keep moving pictures around my room, trying to get this catgut ookin' tune. Sun keeps popping up too soon. And all I want, all I need, and all I know is I'm sitting still, but I'm gaining speed. All I want, all I need, all I know is I'm sitting still, but I'm gaining speed. All I want, all I need, all I know is I'm sitting still, but I'm gaining speed. I wake up early in the morning. You might not like talking to me. I need coffee just to be able to make coffee. I wake up like a cat up in a tree. Some folks rise and start shining. They're all ready to seize the day. As long as they keep their distance, everything just might be okay. I wake up early in the morning.
Early in the Morning Afternoon News is filmed before a live webcast audience with your anchor, Nathan Moore. Yeah, that's me. Hey. Chad, what's up? Ben, good to see you. Elijah's Archive, welcome to the show. Good to see everybody out there. Time to put on your press hat. We're going in, folks. We're going in. We're going to be doing things differently today. We're going to try a different experiment this week and see how it treats us. I'm a little nervous and a little excited. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between those two things. So maybe we can just choose to be excited and just call it that. As some of you may be aware, our source for news from day one has been the Drudge Report. Now, there's things I like about the Drudge. It's obviously leans a certain direction. It's arguable what direction that is, but it's problematic at times for sure. Now, that problematic aspect does tend to bring out my inner snark, which sort of suits the surliness of the show's brand, and I sort of like that. It gives me it gives me an irritation for me to make pearls with, and I might miss that. I'm not sure, but we're gonna try something different. Now, what I've done is I've signed up for a thing. This is a RSS feed aggregator is what it's called. RSS stands for Really Simple Syndication. And every news source out there, every website pretty much, puts out an RSS feed, which is basically just a paraphrase of every article they put on their website. And so we have a special on Feedly here. We have a special Surly in the Morning Afternoon News aggregation of feeds, where I have started following lots of RSS feeds. Here, I'll show you a little behind the scenes here. Got all kinds of different sources in here. Even got Google UFO. Now we can remove some of these sources, or we can add sources to this. We can sculpt it as we go. And there's even an AI aspect of Feedly that we can sort of say less articles like this, more articles like this. It'll get to know us over time and get to see what we gravitate towards, and hopefully curate our own personal news feed here that is unique to us, which is, there's so many things about this that could be really cool. So I'm very excited, very nervous to see what this is all about. First thing we're gonna have to do here is refresh the feed. All right, refreshing the feed. Now, because we don't have 3 columns and a finish line in sight, I've added a countdown timer to the show. So we'll go ahead and click that. 30 minutes. We got 30 minutes to see how many of these news stories we can get through. And I'm just going to start scrolling down. Now, for you news hounds out there, I'm a little nervous for you because us all using a singular source made it pretty easy for you to look ahead and anticipate what's coming up and get gifts ready and all that kind of stuff. One thing that does sort of work on using this, I believe, is you'll be able to see a couple of stories at once, and the text will be bigger than we're used to. So you might be able to just look ahead and get ready like that. Also, we'll do a little experiment, although I'm about to see the first headline and I don't want to. I'm going to try it. I'm just going to not look. I'm going to put this on title only view for a second. Select all, copy. I didn't peek. I don't like knowing what the news is. I don't come in here with an agenda. I want to be a reaction video to the crazy world in real time. But here we go. All right, Silas, I like that attitude. Just got to be more ready. I'm going to paste this message file into our Discord server on desktop. It's really cool. You can see it right in there. On your phone, it's sort of a pain in the butt. You got to open a second application to see that cheat sheet. But there's a cheat sheet for you. see how that works. Talk to me. We'll have a little powwow after the show and see. Silas is ready. I like this. I like the spirit. Good attitude. All right. Well, here he comes. Hey, Evil. Oh, he looks the same. He looks like he's bringing us the same paper. All right. Yeah, good toss. Good toss. All right, we got the news. It's right here. Let's see what it says. And away we go. All right. Fake elector plot raised concerns over legal peril, indictment shows. 6 weeks after the 2020 election, senior campaign officials for Donald Trump. Oh, my mouth is not moving. Good eye. Thank you, producers. Mouth is not moving. I can't believe you can hear me. All right, I think I can fix that. Let me find it. Here we go. Boy, that's awkward. Hello. Oh, I see. Wait. I got you. Thank you, producers. I'm so glad it takes a village, folks. It takes a village. There we go. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. I feel so much better already. Oh, yeah. You'll have plenty to operate with the gifts. Just you don't even have to just riff off me. Whoa. Dang. All right. Break on through to the other side. Bravo. Thank you for that. Donald Trump faces looming threat of racketeering charges in Georgia case. Racketeering charges? Is that the right word? What if they use the wrong word? Racketeering. Dun, 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 dun. The three racketeers. Legal observers expect Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis to use a law meant to take down mafia bosses. That's right. That's we got some footage here. There's the last person to be convicted of racketeering now on the screen. Racketeering charges. They're just throwing the book at him, seeing what sticks. Alphas explain why they love Joe Rogan. Unfortunately, though, it was revealed upon further scrutiny that they didn't have any actual alphas at all. They had a lot of betas that thought of themselves as alphas. Don't tell them that it's not the same thing. It's not. That's not the same. Oh wait, all right. I'm already not with the new workflow. Our move is going to be as I read these, I mark as read and hide. I can also hit this button to say less like this or more like this, that kind of stuff. So we'll just mark that as read, and that way these won't resurface again when I refresh. It already wants us to refresh. Here, I'll go ahead and refresh, just in case there's breaking news. William Friedkin, director of French Connection and Exorcist, dies at 87. Aw, that's too bad. I feel it. Oh, my goodness. I think these stairs that he's standing in front of are in Washington, D.C., and I've been there partying one night. I actually had a acting coach in college that was in Exorcist 3, and these stairs, I think that's in Washington, D.C., and you can go there, be like, oh, my God, these are the stairs from The Exorcist. We were all drunk, falling down them, reenacting the movie. I'll never forget or ever really remember. Moving along. Ex-Minneapolis officer sentenced to nearly 5 years for role in George Floyd's death. Ex-Minneapolis officer. There you go, 5 years. Sorry, I'm sipping my coffee. It's too good. I need it. Oh, my goodness, that's good. All right, moving along. Oh, tornado watch issued until 9 p.m. for D.C. area. I was hearing that on the radio in the middle of the night, little warnings of severe weather coming our direction here. We're not too far from D.C., so batten the hatches. I got up on the roof and looked in the gutters the other day, and that was made me feel a little bit better. The gutters are looking good. Folks, check your gutters. If you got flooding in your basement, it's 9 out of 10 times it's because there's something in your gutters. So be sure to make sure they're clean. Really helps. Hot tip. 3 people were killed fighting California wildfire after 2 helicopters collided. I was reading this story last night. What a terrible situation that is. I can't even imagine. Up there with all the heat and smoke, it must be disorienting. It's just a terrible, terrible story there. Another week of heat ahead for millions across the U.S. Whew, it's hot. They keep talking about these heat domes that are forming in different places. Apparently there's one in the west, one down in around Florida. What it's doing to the ocean water is insane. Stay cool out there, folks. Judge tosses Trump's counterclaim against E. Jean Carroll, finding rape claims substantially true. New Mexico plastics fire that released hazardous pollutants could smolder for days. Oh man, the land of enchantment. What a yucky story that is. Ugh. Good vibes, but little obvious progress as China shines at Ukraine talks in Saudi Arabia. From what I read, Ukraine came away positive about the talks, and Russia came away saying the talks were futile. So that always seems to go back and forth. High-level Ukraine peace talks hosted by Saudi Arabia wrapped up this weekend, yielding little progress in ending the war. Eyes on 2024, counting down to the GOP debate. So far, 7 candidates have appeared to qualify for the debate in Milwaukee. Former President Trump, got Ron DeSantis, got Vivek, you got Chris Christie. This is off the top of my head. I don't really want to click on it, although we can click on these. So check this out. This is the other feature. If I click on it, it gives me a nice picture that fills the screen here, which is nice, and gives a little summary of the story. But you have to click on visit the website to get the whole story. And here's keywords we can either say to hide in the future or focus on in the future. See how this is working? Really curious as to your thoughts about this new approach. Is this exciting or what? All right. North Korea fired what it said was solid-fueled intercontinental ballistic missile just days after Pyongyang threat. It said it was a solid-fueled intercontinental ballistic missile, although upon closer inspection, there was a giant, almost like a slingshot-looking thing. It was a giant rubber band between 2 sticks and a crowd of people. Nobody knows what that was all about. CNN's Layla Herrick introduces us to the latest internet star, Sak Surin, the Thai elephant recently repatriated. What is that all about? Rescued elephant is internet star in Thailand. I guess we'll never know why. It does look pretty cool. I don't know. Hey, dude. New internet. Maybe we can get him to come on to the show for a little guest appearance. I'll get our people on that. How I bribed Justice to take no expenses paid trip to Mississippi. Come on, sir, don't you want to take an all expenses paid trip to Mississippi? No, I don't want to go. I'm fine here at home. Come on, we'll pay for everything. No, I don't want to do it. Come on, I'll give you $100 if you'll go on this all expenses paid trip to Mississippi. $100? No, I'm fine here at home. $1,000, sir. I'll give you $1,000 to go on this no expenses paid trip to Mississippi. Okay, gosh, dang it. A few months earlier, I'd sent Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor a letter inviting her to speak at the Mississippi Book Festival, which runs every August. I have lately been... I was reading the brief summary and it ran out of space. So I'm going to have to get used to that. So it's bribed in quotes. This is not the story I thought it was at first. So this is actually legit. It's just a snarky way of saying it. All right, CNN's Rosemary Church interviews former Ukrainian Defense Minister Andriy Zagordanuk on whether Kiev got enough. Oh man, the headline just runs out. ... I guess that we'll never know. I bet it's about them not having enough ammunition. Monk, what's up, party person? Good to see your face. Where you been all our lives? Welcome to the show. As CNN's Claire Sebastian reports, Ukraine's military says it's making progress near Bakhmut, and in the south of the country. Bakhmut is just a town that was fought over for months and is just rubble now. Any gains made in Bakhmut is gaining rubble grounds. But yeah, it's all battle lines at this point, and hopefully they're shifting those battle lines. It's such a mess. Such a mess. The wife of BBC anchor Hugh Edwards has confirmed that it was Edwards, is the BBC presenter, who was suspended earlier this week for misconduct. Stone-throwing protesters clashed with police in Kenyan cities on Wednesday during second round of demonstrations. Boy, all over Africa, it's just blowing up. All kinds of stuff is going on there. Yesterday, the deadline ran out for the Niger to reinstate the ousted president. They did not do that. Instead, they held celebrations. An outdoor installation of the Venus of the Rags artwork by Italian contemporary artist Michelangelo Pistoletto has been, oh man, is it on fire? Is that what I'm saying? It was destroyed. An outdoor installation of the Venus of the Rags artwork by Italian contemporary artist Michelangelo Pistoletto has been destroyed in a suspected arson attack. Police have detained a 32-year-old homeless man. I just want to say, the parents must be so psyched that their child they named Michelangelo turned out to be an artist. They're like high-fiving in the kitchen as we speak. It worked! It worked! You said it wouldn't work. I told you it would work. I just didn't know. Yeah, well, I told you it freaking worked. Director Oscar-winning... Oh, wait, we did this. How about Less Like This? We haven't done that yet. See, right now it's asking, is this because it's a duplicated article? Or do you want to mute this topic in general? Entertainment, obituaries? I don't think we should mute either of those topics. Or is it just something else? I'm going to say duplicated article, because we saw that before. New charges against Trump focus on lies. Scholars see an authoritarian playbook. Scholars see it. The rest of us are like, what? I don't know, man. Must have missed that. Prosecutors allege the former president and co-conspirators used lies to advance criminal conspiracies to overturn the election. Are they lies if you believe them to be true, though? That's really the question on everybody's mind. What's it mean? What's the Constitution say about believing the earth is flat? You'd be surprised how deep people can get into a narrative that might not turn out to be what we call quote unquote true. But then again, I don't know. I've had many experiences in life that have made me question reality fundamentally and its relationship with our imagination. Schrodinger's cat's in there doing up to something. What's it up to? And do we change reality by finding out? I don't know. I got all these questions. The longer I sit here, the more I'll have. Facing the surge. This is becoming a trend that we've seen for 6 or 7 years now. A coastal geographer with the U.S. Geological Survey who charts the wetland changes. Not even seeing the photo, so I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. Sea levels along the U.S. Gulf Coast are rising much faster than predicted. For New Orleans, the surge threatens its natural hurricane protection, leaving the city and surrounding area much more vulnerable to storms. It's true, folks. I've seen experts say that it's all accelerating faster than they even predicted, that we've already entered the next phase from global warming into global boiling. Not to terrify you, but just to share my my terrifiedness with you. You're just taking some of the burden off me. Sorry to lay it on you, but you're close. You're close. I'm drowning and you're right there. So yeah, here we go. I'm about to hang on, okay? CNN International Diplomatic Editor Nick Robertson provides analysis of the pledges of support to Ukraine at the NATO summit. Sounds above our pay grade. All right, I need to try to put these stories on so you can see the next one coming up a little bit better. Russian General Ivan Popov. I just got to say, it's a great name for a general. General Popov. Come on. All right, let's get this thing popping off. Man. Popov has been suddenly dismissed from his post commanding forces in occupied southern Ukraine. It was suddenly revealed that, like the artist Michelangelo, his name gave people the wrong impression. They just assumed he was going to be awesome at it. He sucked. And actually, the same is true about the Michelangelo story, but I didn't want to rain on any parade so early in the show. But yeah, not great artist. He just keeps getting gigs because of his name. I'm sure General Popov will be able to find work out there. Somebody's looking for, he'll probably be working at festivals next. A key Putin lieutenant has been reported missing just days after the high-profile assassination of a Russian former. Oh, it's SUB ... That's going to be an issue with these little synopses. They're not headlines. I don't like that. These are not crafted headlines. They're not clickbait headlines. I miss feeling the human being that's trying to string together a few pearls on a strand to entice us in their direction. These are not actual headlines. The poet in me laments the headline. I like the headline, the alliteration, they're trying to string together some words to get you to click. It's bait for our minds. I miss that. I don't know. I'm very curious what y'all think of the new situation, but we're rolling. We got 9 minutes, 41 seconds to go to get as much information into our heads as we can, to learn as much as possible. But the way this dangling conversation lingers is it seems like a key Putin lieutenant has been reported missing just days after the high-profile assassination of a Russian former sub. I'm thinking there's a submarine's been assassinated. But here, I'll click on it just to clear up that. Just days after the high-profile assassination of a Russian former submarine commander. It's true. Oh, so I didn't hear about this. There was an assassination of a former submarine commander? In the sub? Where? What happened? CNN's Nick Patron-Walsh reports. All right. What we know about the Montgomery Riverfront Brawl. What was this story? I kept seeing these popping up in the feed last night. Alabama. What's going on down there? Several people were detained and charges are pending, police said, after video clips of the brawl went viral on social media over the weekend. Boy, social media is just getting a lot of people in trouble. Did y'all hear about the quote-unquote riot that happened up in New York City where a famous Twitch streamer, I'm so jealous of him. We're on our way, folks. Someday we'll have stories like this about us. But he decided he was going to give away free PlayStation 5s and said Union Square like Saturday at yada yada o'clock. And so people thousands and thousands of kids showed up for their free PS5s, and things just started getting out of hand. And a lot of people ended up being arrested. There was a lot of property damage. It was just quite a chaotic scene. Meanwhile, down in Alabama, I don't know. What do we know about this? There's just 4 people there. Several people were detained and charges are pending, police said, after video clips of the brawl went I don't know. Feel like we might not even want to know this. Oh, I lost our feed here. Here we go. Carrying on. A majority of Americans think the Trump probes are about 2024. A majority of Americans. Trump argues that he's being indicted because his opponents want to punish his supporters. Half of Republicans think the probes are an attack on people like me. Quote unquote. Now, let me just talk. It's not about you. Don't worry. No. Chip, buck up, camper. Buck up. No. These investigations were destined to happen from the moment the acts were committed. These things have to be parsed and sorted in the court of law because it was a very tumultuous time and some very, very bad decisions were made. And there has to be consequences. We just yet to see what those consequences are. But it has nothing to do with you, okay? You're fine. I mean, I assume you'll be okay. Just take a deep breath. You ready? There you go. All right. You go get them. All right. Pro-coup Nigerians rally as the deadline arrives. Oh, yeah. So you know those trucks you see riding around with that apparently they just have yellow inside. They're just big truckloads of yellow. You just want them to open the doors so you can see all the yellow inside. But if they open the doors, you'd be blinded. Not only blinded, but it would all roll out of the truck and swallow you up in a big yellow blob and carry on down the street. You know what I'm talking about? These yellow trucks. Well, apparently that company's declared bankruptcy, and we won't be seeing them out there anymore. I sort of miss them already. Yellow. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all have y'all seen these? You know what I'm saying, right? Do y'all have these where you are? Yellow has gone bankrupt. The Pac-12's collapse proves money rules college sports. Rules the day. There's a lot of money in college sports. China hacked Japan's sensitive defense networks, officials say. In the fall of 2020, the National Security Agency made an alarming discovery. Chinese military hackers had compromised classified defense networks of the United States. God, I've spent a lot of time just daydreaming about that. Like, how much has China hacked, and don't you wonder if they just have like a big red button where they could shut down our whole banking system or our electrical grid and I don't know, that weather balloon. What did it figure out? Don't you want to know? I wonder. You would think that we would know just based on what we know, that we could extrapolate past that. Well, if we could do this, they could probably do it too. I don't know. I don't have any friends that are that smart. I wish I had. No offense, friends. All my friends are squirming now. No. Look, we're friends because we're similar. Me personally, I'm dumb as a post, smarter than most, but I don't understand anything super technical. I would love to have a friend that could like make a computer from scratch, or could fix a watch, or make a watch from scratch. I don't know. I'm sure I do. I bet I have friends that have talents they're keeping from me. But I have so many questions. I wish I could pick a friend's brain about all kinds of very, extraterrestrial level knowledge. Biden fates Dusty. What's feats? F-E-T-E-S? What does that mean? Feats? Well, it just spelled like fetuses or something. Feats. Feet. Here, how do we pronounce it?
Fate.
Fate. Plural, fates. A celebration or festival. All right. Woo-hoo. as a verb, it's to honor or entertain someone lavishly. How could I not know this word? What a great word. This is a fates of information here we're having. Biden fates Dusty Baker, celebrates him, and the Astros during White House visit. All right. New word. Only the fates can see us. After singer David Daniels' guilty plea, the victim speaks out. Who the heck is this? The opera star who once sang on stages around the world suddenly pleaded guilty to sexual assault on Friday. All right, that's a duplicate. We can hit duplicate on that. Look at that. We are creating our own feed here, folks. Oh, my God, we have a minute and a half. McConnell heckled with retire chants during event in Kentucky. Retire. He's used to that, though. It's been happening for the last 10 years. Court freezes relief for defrauded student borrowers. Court freezes relief. An appeals court froze a program in the middle of the only good news there is it's so hot out. They were just psyched for the wording. An appeals court froze a program that allows students who are victims of schools' fraudulent behavior to have their federal debt canceled in court. Yeah, like I say, the only good news there is it was so hot out. They were like, yeah, go on. Yeah, keep telling me about, just tell me about how it's frozen. It feels so good. Oh, my God. Say it. Can you say it a little louder? Charles Ogletree, a teacher of presidents, inspired greatness by example. All right. Yeah, Charles Ogletree. Oh, my God. Record Alaska glacial flood prompts emergency measures in Juneau. The post-record Alaska glacial flood prompts emergency measures in Juneau. Did y'all hear about the Chinese-Russia joint? Oh, no. I guess we'll have to leave it at that. You guys will just be wondering about this joint that Russia and China smoked together. I'll just leave you hanging. That's all the time we have, folks. Oh my goodness. Well, we did it. We survived the news. What do you think? I'm very curious as we dance it out. Any impressions anybody has out there? You guys are the producers of this show. And I feel really bad. You guys are brilliant producers. Some of the best producers I've ever experienced. I'm just honored to know you. I'm amazed by your empathy and intelligence and your skills and talents and your dance moves. I mean, nobody dances like you. Every single one of you. I'm talking to you. Oh, man, I just laid eyes on the next story down, and I'm so sad we didn't get to it. Oh, my God. Magic Mushroom Churches set up shop in San Francisco. Oh, we can't. We're not allowed to go on. I just saw that. Yeah, we are out of time, folks. We did it. We survived the news. We live to dance.
In other words, we're talking about an underground.
Oh yeah! Thank you.
The purpose of this underground is to find
See
out
you tomorrow.
how to preserve the light, the culture, how to keep things living.
Go get them, Tigers.
Where the moon just picked its head up off the ground. So now you can see what's not around. Just when you start to feel so alone, you swear that you can hear the softest far-off saxophone. Yeah, they must have gone underground. That's right. Must have gone underground all night. You just run around town searching for the source. Some sign of some scene you'd never seen before. See the lifted manhole covers, giving gargoyles the once-overs, trying to find the key to some hidden secret door. Oh, for sure they must have gone underground. That's right, must have gone underground all night with the Something in the underground. Something in the underground. Something in the underground. Something in the underground. Yeah. Hit its face behind a cloud. Suddenly the saxophone is loud. If you hadn't got lost, you never would have found. There's always something somewhere going down. Just gotta go underground. That's right. Gotta go underground all night. It's gotta go underground. That's right. Sways God willing, and the grown-ups play like children. Every hero gets a villain, and the hero often wins. Something when the music sways God willing, and the grown-ups play like children. Every hero gets a villain, and the hero often wins. Something in the underground. Something in the underground. Something in the underground. Something in the underground. Something in the underground.
Heck yeah, go get them, Tigers. Give them heaven. Always trust your cape. See you tomorrow.
I wake up early in the morning. I wake up early in the morning. You might want to head for the hills. I wake homeless with a toothache. I wake fired with a stack of bills. It's my chance to be bitter, and there's plenty to be bitter about. I wake wise to the wicked ways of the world, and I snarl and I grimace and pout. I wake up early in the morning.